The story of Michael Jackson is the story of a boy who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most influential artists the world has ever known. It begins in Gary, Indiana, in a small house filled with big dreams. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, the seventh of 9 children. The Jackson family didn't have much, but what they did have was music in the walls, music in their hearts, and music that would one day introduce the world to a legend. From the moment Michael could walk, he could dance. From the moment he could speak, he could sing. Even as a child, he had something special, an energy, a spark, a talent so pure and powerful that it was impossible to ignore. His father, Joseph Jackson, recognized that spark early and formed a group with his sons, the Jackson 5. Michael, though the youngest of the performing boys, quickly became the standout. His voice carried emotion far beyond his age, and his natural stage presence drew every eye in the room. By the late 1960s, the Jackson 5 signed with Motown Records. Their first singles, I Want You Back, ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There, didn't just hit the charts. They exploded onto them. One after another, they reached number 1, making Michael a global star before he was even a teenager. The world saw him as a child prodigy, but behind the scenes he was already working harder than most adults. Long rehearsals, strict discipline, and non-stop touring shaped his early life. It wasn't easy, but his passion never dimmed. Every performance was a chance to grow, a chance to shine. As Michael moved into his teenage years, he longed to evolve beyond the image of the child star. His creativity was stretching, searching, reaching towards something bigger. In the late 1970s, he began pursuing a solo career while still performing with his brothers. And then, in 1979, everything changed. With the help of legendary producer Quincy Jones, Michael released Off the Wall. It was fresh, it was vibrant, and it proved that Michael wasn't just a kid with talent, he was an artist with vision. The album fused pop, soul, and disco into something new, something electrifying. And yet this was only the beginning. In 1982, Michael Jackson released an album that would rewrite music history, Thriller. It wasn't just a hit. It became the best-selling album of all time. Every track carried its own identity, its own magic. Songs like Billie Jean, Beat It, and the legendary title track became the soundtrack of a generation. But what made Thriller truly revolutionary was Michael's commitment to turning music into cinema. His short films, especially the iconic Thriller video, broke every rule, shattered every limit, and redefined what music videos could be. He didn't just perform. He created worlds. Alongside his music came the moments that people still talk about. The Moonwalk debut in 1983 on the Motown 25 special. A move so unexpected and so smooth that it left audiences stunned. His fashion sequin gloves, military jackets, fedora hats became symbols recognized everywhere. Michael wasn't just influencing music, he was shaping culture. In the years that followed, Michael continued to expand his legacy. Bad in 1987, Dangerous in 1991, History in 1995, each album carried its own sound, its own message, and its own evolution of the artist Michael was becoming. He sang about social issues, unity, love, and healing. Songs like Man in the Mirror, Heal the World, and Earth Song revealed a deeper side of him, a man who wanted to use his voice not just to entertain, but to inspire change. Yet behind the worldwide fame, Michael also struggled. His life was lived under the hardest spotlight imaginable. Every move he made, every decision he took, every rumor spoken about him was magnified. Fame brought power and opportunity, but it also brought loneliness, pressure, and challenges that most people could never understand. Despite it all, Michael continued to create, continued to dream, and continued to give. His humanitarian efforts reached far across the world, quietly helping millions of children and families. Whether through donations, hospital visits, or his own foundation, Michael believed deeply in spreading compassion. As the 2000s arrived, Michael's life entered a turbulent chapter. Public scrutiny intensified, and personal struggles grew heavier. Yet, even in these difficult times, his influence never faded. His artistry continued to inspire new musicians, dancers, and performers who looked to him as the blueprint for excellence. His creativity remained intact, and his passion for returning to the stage burned as brightly as ever. In 2009, Michael announced what would have been his grand return. This is it, a series of concerts designed to remind the world of who he truly was. Rehearsal footage captured his dedication, his attention to detail, and his unwavering commitment to creating something extraordinary. Though he was preparing for a triumphant comeback, fate had other plans. On June 25, 2009, the world received the news that seemed impossible to believe: Michael Jackson had passed away at the age of 50. The world mourned not just the loss of a global icon, but of a boy from Gary, Indiana, who gave everything he had to his craft. A boy who grew into a man who changed music, dance, fashion, and entertainment forever. His influence continues to live in the artists he inspired, in the records he set, in the performances that still feel as fresh today as they did decades ago. Michael Jackson's life was filled with triumphs and trials, brilliance and heartbreak, victories and struggles. But through it all, his love for music never wavered. His desire to connect with people, to make them feel something, remained at the heart of everything he did. He taught the world that art can heal, that performance can elevate the spirit, and that music can break barriers. Today, when people watch his videos, hear his songs, or learn his dance steps, they not just witnessing the work of a performer, they witnessing the legacy of a visionary. A man who believed in pushing boundaries. A man who believed in dreaming bigger than anyone thought. And so, as the curtain falls on the story of Michael Jackson, a singular truth remains. His legacy continues to move us, inspire us, and remind us of the incredible power of a dream. He was a visionary, an innovator, a performer who redefined what was possible on stage and on screen. Though his voice may be silent now, his music still speaks volumes to millions around the world. It's a language of joy, of change, of love, and it transcends generations. From the infectious energy of "Don't stop till you get enough" to the powerful call for unity and heal the world, his art is a gift that keeps on giving. His spirit of creativity and boundless love for humanity will forever live on in our hearts and in his timeless melodies. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.